And welcome everybody on to the Utah Jazz postgame report. I'm your host Addison. Along with me is Blake, and the Utah Jazz rebound from the 116-112 loss to the Clippers on Friday night with an amazing second half come from behind victory over the Hornets. And if you would have told me we would have won by 22 and it would have been a come from behind victory, you would probably look at me thinking I'm crazy. But the Jazz were down 81 to 70 with 5-7 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Jazz went on a tear, got up one at the end of the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter just exploded and beat the and outscored the Hornets 41-20 in the fourth quarter and won by a final score of 132 to 110 in a game where the Utah Jazz have yet again set their franchise record in three-pointers made, this time by 28 three-pointers made, one away from tying the current record held by the Bucks. But Blake, another great win by the Jazz. They're now 25-6 on the year with around 5-6 more games, and they're creating a little bit of separation for that one seed.
Absolutely, and the Jazz, just the ball movement, man. You just saw them.
Beautiful.
I mean, the whole time the offense was clicking. There were a couple stints in there, probably 2 or 3 minutes long, where we just couldn't score. But you had guys off the
Yeah.
bench like Ingles and Niang, and I'm wearing Donovan Mitchell jersey backwards in this because we were down.
We were down 11.
We were
When we
down
were
11
down
at one
11,
point, and
I
I
had Blake.
had to get my rally stuff on. But we
Absolutely.
came alive. Joe Ingles with 21 points off the bench,
Oh,
and this is
he
absolutely
was on
ridiculous.
fire from downtown tonight.
Yeah, I mean 32 plus 32 on the
Man.
plus minus, and then for Georges Niang, another fantastic game for him.
Let me just talk about
7 for 7 from downtown.
Yeah, let's talk
Big
about George
stuff.
Niang for a second. George Niang
14
has
between the
always
two of
been
those guys.
George Niang's always been an underrated guy. A very good shooter, not a terrible defender, and you've really what impresses me the most about Niang is he's really improved his game over the past couple years. When he first came, I remember his first shot that he took. I was watching the Jazz Warriors game with my friend, and he just completely bricked the shot off like the backboard. It was terrible. And just to see his development from then to then dropping
He's
a career
transformed.
high 21
Transformed.
points off 7 of 7 shootings in just 16 minutes really shows you a lot about the player that George Niang is and how he's contributed to this team and how much he's improved himself. And he was a big part in that comeback. He had a lot of
Absolutely.
threes. He had 12 points in that fourth quarter to really put this game away. Played fantastic basketball. Another one to lead us on that comeback was Jordan Clarkson. How about Jordan Clarkson on the night, man? He really just took over in that third quarter when Donovan Mitchell was out, and just him and Niang really just led the Jazz to that victory. You had Gobert also with the great night. How many Gobert have offensively? 6 points maybe?
He had 10 points, 12 rebounds, so that double-double. But Jordan Clarkson was huge for this team, and also Gobert's impact was really
Oh,
on the
was fun on
defensive
the
end.
defensive side of the ball
He
tonight.
he locked up. He
How many
locked up
blocks did he have?
defensively.
He had to have had like 4 blocks.
He had, oh my God, he had 6.
Holy
Holy
cow.
moly! Yeah, he had a couple plays where he had double blocks.
Yeah,
He
that
he
yeah, that
blocked
was
it
that was
twice.
such a key play, and then we
Yeah, it
hit
was
the,
killer.
the three in transition.
But also, and this is something that we never want to see. We had Gordon Hayward go down with another wrist injury. That he has just been plagued with injuries ever since he left Utah.
And we have no idea what the extent of that injuries is, but
No,
obviously,
that'll
best
come in
wishes in
future very soon.
fast recovery to Gordon Hayward. But man, just another dominant performance by the Utah Jazz. You had Donovan Mitchell. He had 23. Not a bad night from Donovan. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but still dropped 23 points. You had Mike Conley. How many did Mike Conley drop? 18.
He had 15 plus 22 on the night though, 5 assists.
So,
I mean, he's looking like a perfect role player for the Jazz.
role player.
He's not a role player. He's a dignified starter. Okay, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying. He's a fantastic. He's just fantastic for the Jazz team.
Yeah,
He distributed the ball really well. I also saw Royce O'Neal. He played some okay defense tonight. Was really bad in terms of transition defense.
Yeah.
The Hornets were able to really get out and run with that guard tandem of LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier, and they are very dangerous if you can't get in front of them, and that's something that the Jazz kind of struggled with to start this game. They cleaned it up towards the end, but when we're playing against teams like that, and there are a couple teams who have guards that are as fast, and they have other players who are as fast too. Again, a ton of steals for the Hornets. In fact, they actually had 13 steals,
Yeah,
which
the
is
Jazz
pretty
turned the ball
crazy.
over a lot too, just
Yeah.
unnecessary turnovers.
And they're going to
Which
get out
really
and
put
run,
us
so we got to be
behind
able to counter
early.
that.
It really, put us behind early in the game. But another good comeback victory. The Jazz hopefully can start getting ahead early in games, and we've got a big game coming up on Wednesday versus the Lakers, and we will be live here on the Jazz Huddle. So make sure to tune in. That live stream starts at 9:50 Eastern Time. That's going to wrap it up for the Utah Jazz post-game report. Make sure if you guys did enjoy it, smash up the like button, hit that subscribe button for all type of Jazz content here on the Jazz Huddle. We go live for every single game with play-by-play reaction. We just come out with many more Jazz videos along with post-game reports after every single Jazz game. So me and Blake really do appreciate it. Appreciate everyone for having us hit 1.1K and exactly our 2-month anniversary of the channel. We started this 2 months ago, and now we're at 1.1K, man. So the support is unbelievable. We'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Jazz and Lakers. Until then, have a great rest of your night.